Hello everybody, this is 2022, and today I decided to do probably one of my favorite Megazords, if not my favorite, the original Megazord. This is the American release, as you can tell by the lightning bolts, rather than symbols that were on the Japanese one. So let's get started. Here's a Tyrannosaurus. Nice overall, nice detail. Tail. There he is, 360. Some jet boosters on the back made by stickers. Stickers are kind of peeling in some spaces, but other than that, pretty nice. So there he is. In terms of articulation on this guy, his head goes that far up and that far down, and his mouth opens that much. His arms can ratchet every 45 degrees. That's his legs. They can move back, except it unpegs the tail from the plug. And so it can do that. He also has knee articulation. He can go that far forward, which shouldn't happen, and that far back, and his feet can also tilt a little bit. So there he is. Pretty nice. And let's move on. Next up is the Triceratops. Pretty nice. Here he is. He's got the nice chrome horns right here, which a lot of people lose, which I actually haven't, which is pretty nice. Plug this right back in. There he's got a nice sticker up there, which kind of peels, but not very bad. Got the treads. He rolls, which is nice. He's got the gun back here, which when he's sitting down, he can go like this. Use to shoot, but you have to hold it, otherwise it just falls down. So leave that there. So he's pretty nice. Overall, not anything to complain about. So let's move on to the next one. Next up is the Mastodon. Now, this guy is pretty awesome, except for one problem. His head is gray. His body is black. That is kind of a problem with an animal. They should kind of be all one color, not just stop there and then change color. But it's not really that bad. It just kind of detracts from the overall image. He's pretty nice, other than the fact that he has fists in his butt. That's pretty good. Some stickers peel, like around here. Other than that, pretty nice. His trunk can go up and down. That's about it. And some people lose these horns, so be careful if you're buying this guy. So let's move on. So next up is the saber-toothed tiger. Now this one's pretty cool in terms of the ones from this set, and this one and the Mastodon seem to be out of place because the rest of them are dinosaurs except these two, those two. So it's kind of odd, but I don't know, it's still nice. So there's the full 360. In terms of articulation, her head can go up. Oh, the Triceratops' head can also go up. Its tusks, I guess, or teeth, are articulated, and I believe these things can pull out. No, they can't. So some people may lose those. I'm not sure if they can pull out. I'm not going to try. Its legs can go that far forward, that far back. And the back legs can go this far forward and this far back. And it has one wheel here and a fake wheel. So, and its tail can also go forward to shoot, and this one can actually stay. So it can actually like pseudo shoot you, which is pretty nice. So let's move on to the last one in this set is the pterodactyl. And as you can see, I'm using the cannons that are used in Megazord mode as the feet, which I've seen some people not show in reviews, some people do, I don't know. And it can also do this and just fly around like a bird. It has some pink stickers in here to show that it's actually piloted by the Pink Ranger, not like some knockoff Red Ranger. And some red on the head. Pretty nice. Some people lose these wings, the cannons, and that's the main problems with this thing that people have. Mine's complete and all nice, so that covers that. Its wings can flap, which is kind of nice. And articulation, its head can tuck away there and has a joint there and a joint there, so it can go basically anywhere you want for a bird. So that's it. Now let's take a look at the combination. Start off the tank mode. The first thing you do is take the Tyrannosaurus and squash his legs. Like that, and then unpeg the tail. And you can just have it slightly floating up. Then you tilt the head up on the Tyrannosaurus and fold his arms up, and he's ready to go. Then you take the Triceratops, fold his tail up, and rotate this chrome piece around so the chrome's on the top, and clip it down. And then he's ready. Saber-tooth tiger, just like in the show. Just squat it down, and in the instructions it says to flip these like this, but I actually fold them down because they fit snugly right against the bottom of his face, and there are no problems. Then you fold his tail up, and then that one's done. Next you take the mastodon. You rip its head off, pull its legs out, straight back, and then rip them in half and move these up 3 clicks. And then let's just sit it down in the back for a second. Pull out pterodactyl, rip off its cannons. While we're at it, just flip pterodactyl's wings back to the back of her head and clip them, and they can kind of like balance out right there. So do that. And then plug the cannons into the bottom of the feet. The little blue holes right there. And voila, he's done. Now to turn them all into tank mode, take Triceratops, plug him in on this side, plug the saber-tooth tiger in on this side, kind of make it straight. Take the mastodon head from earlier, flip out this little tab, see that hole right there, plug it right in, and let it sit down in the middle. Take the rest of the mastodon and slide it over the back. Like, seem to drape it over it. Clip it on, and clip it on the sides. Like so. And then just straighten everything out. And then take pterodactyl. And these 2 clips right here will then slot into the legs right back here. And voila, there's the tank mode. It's pretty nice. It rolls pretty well because of all the wheels that are on the Triceratops and the Tiger. Because of its age, it kind of slouches, but it's pretty good. Overall, this is pretty darn cool. It'd be cooler if more Megazords did this, because this is a pretty darn cool feature. And if you're limited for space and you want to display it, just fold the tail up like that right behind the pterodactyl, and you can just tuck it like that against a wall or something easy like that. So let's get ready to turn this guy into Megazord mode. Okay, so to turn this guy into Megazord mode, put the tail like back down, keep that end flipped up, right there. Rip off the pterodactyl, split its wings again, fold the head back, close it back up, and put it off to the side. Take these cannons off the front of the mastodon, plug them into these holes in the back of the mastodon feet, and then take the tail, fold it up, and there's a clip on it right there, and it'll plug into that right there, like so. And you take the mastodon off the front, which is pretty easy, and then flip these shoulder guards up, rotate the mastodon hands around, and this is like a really show accurate transformation. Fold his head down, and then begin to stand him up, which you can leave the arms like this, but at this point I normally fold them straight down. Take these buttons on the sides, press it in, and it's like a fold down, then lock it back in. Same thing on this side. And then just tilt these up on the ground, stand it straight up, and voila, there's the upper body, and most of it formed. Then you take the pterodactyl, do it like in the show, and like halfway bring it in, fold this chest panel down, like so. Take the Tyrannosaurus head, fold it into the chest, fold it back up, And then take the pterodactyl's little notch on the bottom, slides into a little slot down there, push it in, then clip this on, get a nice click, and then take the head and flip out the horns from the back. And there you have it, the original Megazord. One of the coolest looking Megazords I've probably ever seen, which I've seen a lot. And then you take the Mastodon shield, flip that peg back out. You can flip his arm forward and peg it in, like that, except if it's old, it will do that. So you can do that in turn to compensate for that problem, or something like that. And he also comes with this, a giant chrome sword, which sitting on the ground comes up to right there, which simply fits inside his hand. After he yells, "We need the power sword," and then voila, he has the power sword. And that's it for articulation. His arms can go all the way around, and they can bend in like that if you really want them to. His head can't do anything. His legs actually can go forward all the way and down all the way, and his knee can awkwardly bend forward slightly ish, and his feet can slightly pivot up and down due to transformation. But other than that, he is a brick, but he is a really good looking brick, which is pretty cool. As a size comparison, here is the Retrofire MMPR Megazord. So he comes up to the knee of the real thing, which is kind of sad for him. And for Transformer fans, there's Classics Bumblebee. That little nub. He's awesome. So, if you can find this guy, pick him up. He's well worth it. So yeah, this is Toy22, signing out.